He's not turned it. On cue, we are live on Sports Today as the final ball is bowled and then reviewed. So 189 for 9 is what RCB have ended with. And before we get to the scores, Siddharth has a complaint and register it.
What is the complaint?
We're just complaining about it.
Yes, the final over should have begun at 5 o'clock. Now it is 5:25. 20 plus minutes exceeded. And I don't know whether we'll have a press release saying that, okay, Virat Kohli or Faf has been fined.
Of course you will have.
I hope they do.
No, you will have. If you've exceeded by 25 minutes, then you will get a press release. But I'm not. Exactly. How will Virat and Faf be fined for something that has been done by the Rajasthan Royals team?
I don't know. I mean, see, because I'm not sure if RCB will also bowl in the same number.
That was a poor cover up.
Yeah.
The right thing
Sanju,
was like,
Sanju.
oh, I just, that happens. We sometimes get confused.
Sanju.
You would have said that. Your cover up was so bad, I can't.
Yeah. Sanju Samson and RR should get fined, yes.
Finally.
Yeah. Sanju Samson. I mean, I don't know. I didn't see any kind of delays, whether there was some injury timeouts, whether there were that many reviews for a wide or a no ball.
A couple of reviews.
For the runouts.
Runouts and then wide, as you said. And then I think that edge, they reviewed that as well. Yeah. So they did review a few, but even then, 25 minutes overtime, unacceptable, and most likely we will be reporting it at the end of the day or maybe tomorrow, that fines coming the way of Sanju Samson.
Yes.
And like you said,
He's looking into the future and predicting.
Yeah.
Now that I see that, I will look exactly identical. However, let me just clarify what Gargi, the t-shirts inside are identical, but she's wearing black and I'm wearing navy blue, dark blue. So.
And I'm not wearing white, I must say.
Yeah, he's wearing baby pink.
Yes.
Yeah, I look like a uniform. That's true. He's wearing baby pink. His red is looking just right. There's certain issues with pink that I see. But this pink of Rajasthan Royal, it's there. Yeah. That's looking just fine. And now that we're looking at closely, we are looking like...
Yep.
We're looking like twins. Like twins, the mother sends with the same clothes.
Yeah,
to play or functions.
Yep.
We're looking just like that.
But does this also, I'm guessing people out there will be speculating if you too, she has reasons to be wearing that green t-shirt.
What is the reason?
Because RCB is playing in a green jersey, that's why I'm wearing green.
Yeah, so are you also gunning for RCB today?
No, I just picked up. No, I just picked up. I thought that RR are favorites for this game. If I had to pick one, I would have gone with RR. But now they've put a good total on board, 189. Which, by the way, I don't know how you guys look at it, at one point looked like 220 to me. Easy. Right? When Glenn Maxwell and Faf to Plessis were going, I thought that 200-220 was for the taking. So I think they're going to look into that batting. And I can't understand. I have an RCB fan sitting next to me. I met an RCB fan in our local canteen. Have you seen him? He's wearing
he's all pumped up.
He's wearing an RCB jersey today. He was watching the match. He's also a big RCB fan. So I'd like to know from the RCB fans, like, how would you send a Lomror?
Yes. So during the match, I think when Maxwell and who was sent before?
Faf were playing?
Yeah, Maxwell and Faf were playing. Sanjay Bankar was on camera and he talked about RR's spin combination, and that's why they had sent Lomror later, because they thought Lomror can play spin well.
Oh, so that's why you're saying Shahbaz came up.
No,
I'm actually surprised that they just show us the scorecard, please, Shivam. I'm just going to name where each person batted. I'm even surprised that they sent like Lomror ahead of DK at that stage. So Lomro's been batting 3, right? Previously for them.
Previously, yes.
They've sent Shabazz. Doesn't surprise me because if my memory serves me correct, he has batted at that position earlier as well in previous season. So fine. And as Gargi says here, she heard Sanjay Bangar from the RCB camp talking about why they decided to keep Lomro later because they thought that he plays spin better. So maybe keep him later, which was okay. But I'm saying, see, when you had got the momentum and Faf and Glenn Maxwell were batting with the way they were, I would have sent a more experienced hand in Dinesh Karthik, right? Higher up. And you didn't have to keep him back. And then if he got out early, fair enough, then you get someone like a Lomro or Prabhu Desai to do the job for you. But otherwise, send him earlier. But what happens is that, see, again, momentum starts going down from there. Lomro, playing 6 balls, just 8 runs, and then run out for Prabhu Desai. And after that, Dinesh Karthik. So I think you lose. See, it's all about momentum. I think they lost the momentum there. So I would have sent a DK earlier, right after that big wicket. Again, you can keep DK if you're looking at him for last overs. I can understand if they had lost, let's say, one between Maxwell and Faf earlier and that partnership didn't happen, then you said Lomro, I would have understood. I'm a bit surprised that they decided to send him later. Yes, Shiva.
Oh my.
Oh, I didn't know you don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I have a similar view of what happened today because the way Glenn Maxwell and Faf were batting, you had a great momentum going and all the pressure was on the RR bowlers. So RCB batters had a golden opportunity at hand to capitalize on that situation since the bowlers they looked not as confident as they did at the beginning of the innings. So I wanted, you'd send someone like Dinesh Karthik and he could have maybe capitalized in the situation.
Just thinking if the reason behind not sending Dinesh Karthik was that the spinners were still operating. But I'm not too sure of that.
But then spinners started operating from the 7th over onwards, right? As soon as the power play got over, spinners started operating.
Maybe I'm just thinking whether, they were very clear because of late he's been off color playing spin. And I'm talking about DK. Maybe the idea was that let's just send him in around 90th and the 20th over 5, 6, 10 balls, whatever he gets to face, 5, 6 of them. If he can give us again with those ram shots, scoop shots, and the way he uses the crease, if he gives us a good 15 odd of 5, 6 delivery, we're happy with that. I think that was the mindset that they went in with.
But see, Dinesh Karthik has been struggling against spin not just now. For the past 1.5 years, he's been struggling. Even in IPL 2022, he used to get away because most of them didn't employ that much of spinners against him. But when they did, he was in trouble.
He enjoyed more against
Pacers.
pace, that we know very well.
Sure.
So, but again,
I'm saying, again, it's the pedigree that you also go with, right, in a game like that. We all know that, again, it's not a fair comparison in that sense. DK is not a Virat Kohli. But if I have a Virat in my team, he will bat in my top 3, na?
yeah.
Irrespective of the fact that he's been getting out to spinners. It wouldn't bother me, he's going to bat. I'm not saying Dinesh Karthik is a Virat Kohli, but Dinesh Karthik in comparison to a Lomro is a much proven performer. So sometimes these matchups, I don't know. I would send especially when you got the momentum today we're sitting, I don't know what your thoughts are. I would have, if I'm an RCB fan, I'm looking at 200 plus from the situation that they were. So I'm disappointed now. If I am, and if I'm sitting in a team meeting, then I'm looking for reasons why we didn't get there. So that's one I could think of. Maybe I don't know what else.
Because
also those 2 runouts were very silly. And I don't think
good fielding, I would say.
Good fielding, yes, but that eventually happened because of mess up from the batters and the way Prabhu Desai called, and there was a lot of confusion. I don't think that was a run out moment.
The Hasaranga Karthik one was silly because they collided. No one was looking at each other.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not for the both of them, but one I think was solely thanks to brilliant fielding.
The Faf one.
Yes,
Jaiswal.
Yeah, that was just
both
brilliant
of those
fielding.
runouts were by Jaiswal.
Okay. One where he had that pickup and
that was
Faf.
That was Faf, yeah,
that
correct.
Was brilliant work.
That was brilliant because I think he, from the angle where he threw also, he didn't have too many stumps to aim at. Jaiswal.
Yes.
From there to have hit the stump, that too, all in one motion, that was incredible. Yeah.
But yet again, RCB 6 overs, last 6 overs, 41. That too.
41 or 30? Didn't they have
14 overs, 148.
But 15 if we are to see, since we do like to see last 5 overs.
33 runs.
33 runs in the last 5 and 6 wickets I think they lost.
That's what I'm saying. Also, by the way, overall, if you look at Rajasthan Royals, spinners have been doing very well. Today also, I think one of the pick of the bowlers, I think the best economy there and picking up a wicket is Yuzi Chahal. Now he's bowling in a ground which is home for him, right? I mean, he may be an outsider today, but it's a place that he's literally owned. I think he's got 50 wickets
50
on
plus
this
wickets,
ground.
yes, at the Chinnaswamy.
And the second best is like close to 30.
Yeah.
No one's even coming close. So he actually owns this ground. I still actually can't think of reasons why RCB wouldn't have retained him. I mean, I keep thinking and asking myself that question again and again, that why did they decide to let him go? They have. So I think he also made them pay and made them realize that this ground, this place are kind of home. But both spinners have been very good. Can we keep the scorecard, please?
And also it sort of, baffles because after the auction, many of these stories sort of unfolded and they sort of unearthed. You remember Harshal Patel said that, he had this conversation with the RCB management, and the RCB management said, listen, rather than, we retain you for such and such price, we might as well pay a little more and get you at the auction.
But that was strategy they went after. I don't think in Yuzi's case they even bid.
Exactly. So Yuzi would have been saying that I have served so much and for so much more, and he's delivered the goods. There was still not that conversation, or that story is not come out yet. But for Harshal to have had that conversation with the team management and not Yuzi, I believe could actually, this will be something. He'll probably never say it, but we'll give him extra this thing to...
Wait for his book to come out, maybe someday. He'll write. Though it doesn't happen with Indian cricketers. Indian cricketers' autobiographies are so vanilla, so plain Jane, saying the correct things. And I for one cannot believe that everything that happens within the confines of the dressing room is all plain Jane and vanilla. It's not. It's just that they will tell you in private conversations, but will never pen it down in a book, because we as Indians take a lot of offense and you don't want to burn any bridges later. So you'll never write it. In this regard, I actually admire the Western cricketers a lot, because when they write their autobiography, even if they have to say something wrong about their best friend, but if it has happened and they've had a tiff in the dressing room or a disagreement or a fight, they'll say it. They will say it the way it is, the way it's supposed to be spoken of, that this is what happened, I disagreed, I decided to drop him, eventually it proved out to be wrong, or we had a fisticuffs or whatever. But at least they write it.
Can we expect you to spill the beans in your next book?
I also don't want to burn my bridges. Till such time that I'll keep for when I retire and I have no skin in the game.
So I'm
staying in my house in the hills.
Tell-all book.
Staying in my house in the hills.
You'll do a Satyapal Malik then.
I don't want to get into politics.
No, I mean a tell-all interview, a
tell-all book I do.
Tell-all book. What better place in the hills?
Yes, in the hills, sitting, nothing to do, watching the IPL games on...
Away from everyone.
Away from everyone.
25
retired person.
25 years later, how the IPL will be in absolutely no... Maybe that will be
I don't want to retire 25 years later.
Oh.
25 years later... it'll be too long.
Too long. 40 now seems like a 50.
You talk about numbers anymore and people will be guessing your ages, by the way.
No, I'm not. I mean, I cannot go on because there's an official retirement age which I'll reach much before 25 years. So if I don't want to, I will be forced into retirement. I mean, from an I mean, if you choose to work, you can always work as a freelancer. Everyone does. A lot of people do. But I'm saying, in a organized setup, there is a retirement age, right?
Yep.
So you'll have to abide by that.
But speaking of retirement age, I think I read somewhere in the comment section that could this be the last dance for DK, since we are talking about retirements?
Good point. Could be.
Does
DK,
look like
but
somebody
DK's,
in the twilight.
MS is playing. DK is younger. So he could also continue
but
playing
then
if he wants to.
His craft's waned.
Yeah, in his case, more than the retirement, it could reach a situation where he goes into the auction and no one bids for him. Is a possibility.
Yeah.
Because unlike Mahendra Singh Dhoni, who's still whacking the ball to all parts in the limited balls that he is playing, and the role, he knows his role and everything. DK is not.
Dhoni is different also. I mean, let's say Dhoni wasn't even doing the way, or that he's had a few dry seasons with the bat as well.
Yeah.
But you don't write him off because he is Mr. CSK.
Don't get started.
So he runs. No, in that sense, you have also kept him as a captain to run the team. And we all know. I mean, it's not said anywhere, but we all know that he's going to continue with CSK even after he's given up play.
Yep.
There's no way that he's not going to. He'll be in that dugout for sure.
Yeah.
100%. So that was a different scenario, but it's happened to a lot of established players where they went into auction and there weren't too many takers. So, or even if they were taken in. I mean, I think Yuvraj is one name that comes to my mind.
Yeah.
He went unsold a few times and eventually would come back into that list that you bring. And I think Mumbai Indians then took him.
Yes.
Accelerated this.
But he barely played, and and then you gradually are phased out. So it might happen with DK.
Yep, he's part of 2 IPL winning teams. Sunrisers 2016 and Mumbai Indians 2019.
Was he in Sunrise?
Yeah, he of course 2016.
I don't recall.
16 Sunrisers. You remember that sick Yuvraj?
Yuvraj, not DK. Exactly. DK. He's mixing things up today.
Yeah.
See
No.
how all of us.
He is mixing it up today.
I thought you were talking about Yuvraj in the auction in that sense. That's
because you're
right.
talking about both. No?
Both.
I got-
You got only one particular aspect of that. That's
He's
right.
not paid for.
No. DK, he's not.
I was saying I'm aging and my memory is getting a bit slow, but not this slow. Remember that day we were talking how I can't remember. Oh, it's a disappointment. Okay, coming back to
Was the catch dropped?
Yeah.
Was it?
No, I think didn't he save a boundary?
No.
He saved, but he could have gotten
He
it.
could have gone for the catch, but I think he chose to save the 4.
Yeah.
Like didn't attempt it. See this?
It was
He
way
couldn't have
short.
attempted that
Too
either.
far. Too
I
far.
thought it went straight.
No,
to
because
him.
because the first angle from here it looked like it landed very close to him. But when you saw the side on angle, you
You
realized
realized,
that
Yep.
it was well shot.
Yeah.
So then, changing predictions, are we? Match is
Who
underway.
got the pre-game prediction right?
Gargi was the closest.
I was the closest when it comes to score, of course.
195 years. So they got
I'm
189.
I'm still backing RCB.
Still backing RCB.
went with that. Oh, it's red color. He trolls RCB also.
No, but
saying
I have put them in the top 4.
But he's been backing them a lot. I've seen.
Yeah.
He said that he made that point earlier as well, that it was a tough pick for him because both the teams he'd pegged to finish in the top 4.
That's why.
RR and RCB, I picked them. So
That's
He's
a
one of
very
the few
selfish
who,
reason, by the way.
Predicted RCB to make it.
No, I'm not saying. Oh, this
Oh, yeah, no brainer.
RCB, obviously.
I won't change either, and I went with RR.
Oh, you're wearing the pink.
That's a coincidence.
No, there's something else in it,
So
Harshit.
it's going to be a tough game. I think it
Yeah.
all depends on RR's top order because their middle order and lower middle order especially a bit dicey. But I'm relying on
Holding!
And
Guess
it's
who's got
Josh the boss.
Josh the boss. Second duck.
I love
Did he?
boy. I'm telling you, I'm saying it now. Siraj is the number 1 bowler this IPL so far.
Yeah.
I'm not even looking at wickets.
Did
It's
he-
the quality of wickets.
Hit the sea again.
No, yeah, I
Well,
think he
it was
didn't.
very interesting the other day at Mohali. Did you notice him hit the sea?
He's done it.
See you.
Yeah, he does it. That's his celebration.
Yeah, but it came back in.
Yeah.
No, straight ball.
इतना तो अंदर नहीं.
Straight ball, but
They
zip.
come in though. They come
Zip off the deck.
Did Butler play for the one that would come in? I think that's why he missed it. Or he missed it
He
altogether.
left a big gap.
Left
Yeah,
it.
Missed it
right in
altogether.
the block hole.
He didn't have a duck after 7 years. Now he's gotten 2 ducks. Josh Butler.
By the way, this is a big setback for RR.
Big setback.
Just after that is the ad where Amir Khan gets bold and says, "Nahi, nahi, ek aur retake." Josh Butler says, "Retake."
Trial
Excellent Butler
ball.
sentiment right now.
Trial ball we say now when we play
trial ball.
playing
Try.
gully.
Move it together. Try. Still assessing.
So today both your stars have gotten out for a duck. Virat Kohli first ball of the match.
First ball.
Yeah, I saw.
Painful
Trent
to watch.
Bolt.
In swinging left.
2019 carbon copy dismissal semi-final.
Yes.
Carbon copy. Except that time it hit the front pad, this hit the back pad. It was that plumb.
It's not carbon copy. It's a carbon copy.
It's got a point. There is no carbon copy.
But yeah, same delivery came back in LBW.
It is
Score भी same नहीं था ना.
reminds you of that.
Good observation,
But not
Shivam.
carbon copy.
Not a carbon.
Carbon copy will have to be ditto.
Yeah, but again, carbon copy in this thing. 3 consecutive April 23s. He's got a golden duck.
This is a much better comeback.
Much better.
I mean, first ball duck in that KKR match, 49 all out.
Yes.
First golden duck. First ball duck, 68 against SRH today.
Okay, Shubham Garg has a super chat. Says Chahal wanted more money, so went to auction. But in spinner category, Hasaranga came before, so they had to buy Hasaranga because it's not sure you will get juicy. Shubham, that is not what I know of. So maybe his.
Wait for the book.
Yeah, wait for me.
Yeah, 10.8 crores RCB got him for. And the auctioneer collapsed. Yeah, after the bid happened immediately he collapsed. No, and he was taken to hospital.
No, it wasn't after this.
It was after the Hasaranga bid, 10.8.
But it had nothing to do with the bid.
Nah.
So be careful.
No
Be careful with
insinuations.
what you say.
No insinuation. And you're talking
No
about a Sri Lankan
insinuations.
player here. You're talking about
No insinuations. Arey, the guy fell ill.
Because that image was very scary.
Yeah, Suhana was shocked. The reaction that came on the camera. She was like, oh man, we all feared the worst, but luckily, who stepped up?
But
Charu Sharma.
Charu Sharma.
That was a crazy auction.
Riju Bhattach, we were all here in the studio if you remember.
22. I think I wasn't there, and
I won't here.
I also wasn't
He
here.
wasn't.
I mean,
You also won there. Acha,
it was in February 2022, no?
I remember.
Yeah,
I was Siddhant.
Siddhant.
It was, I think the auction was around the
Shivam was
March,
there.
February period.
February.
Shivam was there.
I think 12th was the auction.
Yeah, February 12th.
Rahul, me, Siddhant, and SL.
Saransh was there.
Saransh was also there.
Yep. Yes.
Any more super chats?
This one, Riju.
Riju Bhattacharya is saying better combo for RCB will to drop Willie Lomror and get Bracewell and Call. Interesting. Call's had a good outing, domestic. Highest wicket taker, if I'm not mistaken.
So that call.
Yeah.
Saeed Mushtaq, one of the top wicket
I
takers.
think the highest.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. Just check again.
Oh, he did the CU.
Yeah,
He did.
So we'll give impotence in the middle order and anyway call a better bowler at depth. Could be interesting actually.
But
So you're getting
yeah,
call for a Willie, so that foreigner Indian, and then for Lomror you can then get a Bracewell, who can bat and can bowl as well. So
yep. Good batter.
not a bad option, Riju. Something that they can look at.
Yes. Oof.
But let's
Nikhil,
see.
your prediction?
Oh, very tough, yeah. I was going to pick Rajasthan, now Josh Butler is out, so. But I'll make it, I mean, it's 50-50, but I'll make it even Stevens here, 2 versus 2. So
RR.
and I'll go with RR.
Stick with Rajasthan, sir. क्योंकि वो green jersey पहने.
मैंने बोल दिया RR.
He's like, सर बिल्कुल ठीक है क्योंकि
Stick
उन्होंने
with Rajasthan.
उन्होंने कहा ग्रीन जर्सी पहनी है वैसे भी हार जाएंगे.
We'll see today.
So उससे उसका क्या connection?
They have a poor record while playing in green.
Only one game they have won.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
okay, I don't believe.
See, the law of averages will catch up.
We asked Gargi if she believes in superstitions and if she believes in such patterns. She's like, no.
Good. Good.
Alright. We'll see you guys at the end of the match.
Bye.
Yep. And he'll also build up to KKR CSK.
I don't think we'll have time to do that now. We can still, I mean,
Yeah.
while the match is on. But this match will now get over if it goes the distance.
Yeah.
Just about the time, 10 minutes maybe.
It is
before the
anyway
match.
25 minutes late right now.
That's what I'm saying. So this will go there. Unless this is an early finish in that sense, they get all out.
Yeah.
That's the only.
It will be then.
Yep. It will happen.
But we'll be live anyway. After the toss
Yep.
of the other game.
But we've got a TV show as well.
So
Mm,
after the toss, the toss is at 7.
7.
7 will be here.
CSK versus KKR.
Bye-bye, see you.
Bye-bye. See you.